shade. How pretty! I can see this being so popular, this petal collection. Honestly, it's gorgeous. Hi everybody, so today we've got a fully pink day and I'm starting with my picks from the new Chantecaille spring collection. I've picked up one of the eyeshadow palettes and one of the lipsticks, and I've got the full Westman Atelier Petal collection. So Petal is a beautiful shade of blush, and being the most popular shade out of their blushes, they've launched a full collection. So I'm going to try all of those on as well. So I'm really looking forward to this really cheerful pink spring themed look. And if you're new here, hi, my name's Hannah, I'm 48, I'm not a professional, I'm just somebody who loves makeup and beauty, and here on my channel I like to show you the latest releases, my favourite looks, and give you any beauty news you might be interested in. I do upload here regularly, so I would love it so much if you subscribed, and that really would be so helpful to my channel if you did. It really is very, very helpful. But if you're already subscribed, welcome back, I really appreciate you being here. And my skin type, if that's helpful to you, I've got fair to light skin with neutral / cool undertones, and I've got blue eyes, just so you know about matching up with colours. Anyway, that's enough about me. Let's get straight into this video. So I know I'm very late to the party getting this from Chantecaille, but it only just launched in the UK, so we're only just able to get our hands on it, and I haven't got the full collection. I would have actually got the full collection because I must say the whole collection appealed to me this time. It's just very expensive, and with the number of releases we've had in January, I just need to be really careful because none of these products are coming to me in PR. I do need to buy them all for my channel, and it's just getting a little bit bonkers. So I've just gone for the two I wanted the most, but I must admit I did want them all. So the pick I've got, I want to show you the box, which is why I've kept it because it's so pretty. This is the Les Papillons Diana Eye Trio, and this is £70, which is why I didn't pick up both. So here this is. Look how beautiful that is with the butterfly on. Very difficult to show on camera when it's reflecting as much as it is, but look at that, isn't it gorgeous? So it almost looks silver on camera, but it is actually a light blue, so hopefully you can see that. And it's the same all the way around. And then let's look at it inside. So opening up, and here we have the shades. Very, very light shades, so I'm not expecting much in the way of pigment from these. Not that you really get a lot with Chantecaille usually anyway. Very, very pretty though. So a quick swatch of the three shadows. I'm not imagining you will see an awful lot here on my skin tone. That shimmer looks very pretty, doesn't it? The pink doesn't look super pink. Anyway, they do look very, very pretty. I do like this one as well, so it'll be interesting to see the three of these together. Definitely going to need something to add in the way of a liner because it is so light, I think. So the packaging on this is quite lightweight. It's not like a heavy sort of very luxe packaging, but it does have a stand-up mirror, a good size mirror as well. Very, very good actually. So very, very pretty, but very lightweight. So these shadows are made in Italy, and you get 10 ounces or 3 grams of product, and they've got an 18-month shelf life. So I'm going to go straight into this, and using a fluffy brush, I'll take the, should I take the pink first? I'll take the pink first, I think, and put the pink all over. This is my first shade. I might actually put the pink literally over the whole lid and the crease, so it's a full transition shade and base shade in a sense because it's going everywhere. So you can see how light that is, and you can't really pick up on the pink much. I would like to see pink a little bit more maybe. Anyway, I'll keep layering it. So you can see it's got a bit of a sparkle, but not enough to particularly emphasize my mature skin, so that's good. Now if you're looking for pigmented eyeshadows, you're not going to get them with Chantecaille from my experience. You're going to get very, very soft pigment, a bit like with the Dior, but even less pigmented in some ways. Very, very soft, certainly in these eyeshadow trios. So yeah, I've built that up and I can't really see the pink much, so that's a little bit disappointing. I would have liked to have seen more pink, but let's see how the three look together before I decide how much I like this palette. And remember, we are here looking at a very light spring look. We're not expecting anything more than that. So I knew what I was buying and I knew it would be light. I didn't actually mention that the 3 formulas in this, they're 3 different types of formulas. There's a shimmer, a pearl and a satin. So I'm guessing that must be the shimmer. Maybe is this going to be the pearl, the pink? I'm not sure which is which. Oh, it says here, sorry, luminous taupe. And then we've got shimmering rose. So this is the shimmer then, is it? Oh yeah, okay. And this one is the pearlized cream shimmer. Okay. So the shimmering rose is the shimmer, so very, very, very light pink. You can see it, can't you? I can see it now on the monitor. So it is pretty. But if I compare it, say, to the Dior pink, this is the Pink Mania that just launched from Dior. So I'll just compare the 2 pinks so you can see if there's any difference in pigment and whether you see the pink a bit more, because I think with Dior you do. That's the Dior pink, you can just about see on my hand, and that is the Chantecaille pink. So definitely you do see the Dior more. And then Dior also at the same time launched the Sweet Bouquet, so this has also got a pink. And there is the Sweet Bouquet pink. So these are the 2 Diors, and in the middle you've got the Chantecaille. So it is a lot lighter than both of the Diors. And we know that the Dior pigment is pretty low as well. So that'll give you an idea of just how really soft and light the shade of pink is. I'm going to take my Shodo 03 brush now into this shade here. So this one is the Luminous Taupe, which is definitely the deepest. And I'm hoping this will be a little bit more visible if I put it in the outer V area and then bring it across probably at least half the lid, I would say. Well, that is a very pretty shade, very pretty. But I would say that these colours are just so light, it's like almost not there. So you do need to really love this very, very, very soft look. I think these are quite good for a sort of everyday look, to be honest, because when they're not pigmented like this, it's very easy to just throw them on without worrying too much about application, and you're not going to have to blend too much. So they are quite good for that quick everyday spring look and still giving you a little bit of sparkle. So I do like that, I really do. But again, only if you're looking for that soft, elegant look. I often look for a bit more colour than that, but that's not to say I don't like it, because I am starting to love the Dior soft palettes more and more, to be honest. I'm going to take this underneath as well with the 03 from Rafa. I'm going to take a bit of this taupe on my finger just to see if you can see it a little bit more if I use my finger. Maybe a little bit more, not much, but I think it's showing up a bit more with the finger, so I will put a bit more on the other side with the finger as well. Which makes me think I will finish the look using my finger actually. I want that last shade to pop a bit more, and that is this one here. So this one is the Pearlized Cream Shimmer. I'm going to put this now on the rest of the lid, going right into the inner corner and bringing it across. And this is the one that's showing up the most. In fact, that's lovely actually. That is a very, very pretty shade. But definitely one of the most basic, simple looks I've put together in a very long time. But who doesn't love a quick, basic look with very high quality powders? You've got to love it for the price. You have to really, really, really love it. The first time I tried a trio from Chantecaille, I think I was a bit devastated by how much it didn't give pigment, because I do love pigment, but like I said, I'm starting to embrace this type of look a lot more recently, so I'm learning to appreciate it. You do have to really fall in love with this type of finish when you're investing £70 in a trio. You get the beautiful packaging, you get the beautiful formulas, you get the ease of application. You will not be getting much in the way of pigment, so that is very, very pretty. but let's see how it all looks when I've brought it together with a brown eyeliner, I think, and I will use mascara, and I'll come back and show you how that looks. So I've gone on to add a bit of brown liner and mascara, and that's how it's looking. I think it is really elegant and pretty. Very, very simple, very pretty, very easy to put together, very spring perfect, I think. So I'm not going to say it's my favourite eyeshadow from the spring releases, but I do think it is beautiful, I really do. So it's just a question of, is this the colour story you want? Is this the sort of depth of pigment you want? Because this is definitely the lightest I've tried out of everything that's launched in spring. So very pretty, but make sure you absolutely love it before you invest would be my advice. And now looking at the one lip product that I've picked up from the collection. This is the Lip Sheer, and this is £34 and you get 2 grams of product. And I've gone for the shade Monarch, which is a sheer raspberry. So this is coming in this sort of green packaging, which is different to the sort of blue shade I've got with the eyeshadow. So this is described as a moisture-packed lip tint that imparts a sheer wash of colour with a glossy shine. And this is created to support the Society that protects butterfly conservation work. So that's quite cool. I do like that. And let's try this on. Well, that's a really pretty colour. Now I did go for one of the more pigmented ones, going for raspberry, so keep that in mind if you go for one of the lighter ones. Because this is a sheer finish, you're not getting a huge amount of pigment again. But for me, I think that's actually perfect with the eyeshadow look. Very, very hydrating formula. I know that the Chantecaille lip products are outstanding actually, so I really do like them. I'll try and build it up a bit more, but I don't think it'll build much more than this. Yeah, that's it. That is a very, very pretty shade though. I really like that. An easy one to pop into your handbag and just put on blind really. You wouldn't need a mirror. You could just pop this one on because it's very, very, very easy to apply, and it will give you hydration that lasts a few hours. I have tried this formula before. Very, very comfortable and very pretty. So apart from the fact that my cheeks look very bare, so I don't have a completed look yet, that is my final look with the Chantecaille collection, or what I picked up from the Chantecaille collection. So what do you think? So I'll leave this on my lips for now because I'm going to start with cheeks from the Westman Atelier collection, but I will be taking this off because I do have 2 lip products that came with the Westman Atelier collection. So are you familiar with the blush sticks from Westman Atelier? Petal is their #1 shade. I've actually got this in the mini. I already had this, so I didn't need to buy the full collection. But if you did want to get the full collection, you can get this full set for $150, well, dollars. I've got it as, because you have to go on the US site to get this full set. Otherwise, you can get them individually in the UK from Cult Beauty. So I have linked these for you below with the 2 links. But if you're going for the US collection, it's $150. And this is valued at $184, so it's quite a saving if you go for all 4. But for me, it's still not a saving if you already have this. So I just bought these 3 individually. So we have the Baby Cheeks blush stick in Petal. And here is how this looks on the back of my hand. And then we have the highlighter stick. And this comes in the black case. It's got the magnetic closure. And you get 5 grams of product in this one. And if you buy this individually, it's £49, I believe. That's how this looks. It looks really pretty actually. These 2 together are going to look glorious. Then from the Suede Matte Lipsticks, we have the Petal shade. Again, we have this magnetic closure, which is so strong on these. I love the packaging of these. I'm really becoming a big fan of this Suede Matte formula from Westman Atelier. And now we have this Petal lipstick. So here it is, with the hearts embossed into the lipstick, which all of them have. That's not unique to this one. There we have the swatch of the lipstick. And then in the Squeaky Clean Liquid Lip Balm, we have this, which is $39.50 if you buy it individually. And this is obviously in the Petal shade as well. So here we have the lip balm, and I've actually taken the lipstick off my lips, the Chantecaille, because I'm going to try that on first, because at the end I'm going to try the lipstick and then top it with this so we can see how they look layered. But also I want to show you how this looks on its own. So here is the Petal lip balm on its own. That has quite a bit of pigment for a lip balm. I'm definitely seeing the Petal shade coming up quite well there. It's quite a thick lip balm this. It's not a super light one. It's not sticky at all. Very smooth, very, very, very nice feel to it. Really soft, shiny finish actually. Feels very nice. It's quite grippy as well. It's definitely not one of those that's likely to slide off. I think this will stay on like that. Anyway, we'll see how it looks when it comes to the point of me taking it off. But anyway, let's look again at all 4 of these. So this is the full collection of Petal. They're so pretty, aren't they? You can see why that shade is so popular. So that is why they have launched this full collection in this shade. So I'm going to go straight in with the blush, and rather than swiping it on and potentially moving my makeup, it might be okay, but I don't want to chance it. I'm actually trying out a new foundation today, so I'm going to go in with my Refa LC02 brush and take some off the stick. Now I don't have powder in this area here, but I do know that this sits very nicely on top of powder. But this area here I haven't powdered, so you can see how this goes directly on top of foundation. And straight away you can see just how pretty the shade Petal is. And it's very easy to blend out. It's one of these formulas that's so easy to work with. It's a formula I'm familiar with because I have been using these for quite a while now and I love them. Definitely one of the absolute best blush stick formulas on the market in my opinion. So there is Petal without me building it up too much, and I don't want to over apply this because I really want to show you how I want to wear this, but this can be built up quite a bit more because it is quite pigmented. So for me that's just the right amount. So I'll do the same now on this side. It also doesn't have a tacky finish, hardly at all. You can feel a tiny bit of tackiness, but I also haven't powdered that, so that's my foundation and skincare and everything. So the tackiness is very minimal, enough for me not to want to powder. And I do like the finish of that, I really do. But I will put powder on so you can see how this looks on top of powder. But before I do that, I'm going to go in with the highlighter. I'm going to use exactly the same brush. And here is the highlighter stick, and let me take a bit of this on the end. So we're applying a pink highlighter to top the cheek here. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? Don't they work together beautifully? This doesn't look like it's a particularly overly deep pink, so it's working well on my complexion. It's not too pink. You know, one of the things I wanted to try was to use this on its own as a glowy blush, which I should have done on one side of my face. Maybe when I powder, I'll do that on one side actually. So that's how it looks, mixed with the Petal blush. Pure cream, no powder. Gorgeous, isn't it? That is so pretty. So I'll powder down both sides now, even though I'd be more than happy to leave that exactly as it is. I think it's beautiful without being powdered, but just to show you in case you want to wear it that way, and sometimes I do, this will take down the colour quite a lot. So this is almost a bit like underpainting. If you use a cream blush to underpaint, so you've got that sort of flush of pink there, but this really, really toned it down. So I think on this side I will just put the highlighter as a glowy blush to see how it looks. You can really see the pink popping there. So I think certainly for complexions that are reasonably light and fair like mine, this highlighter is going to work as a really nice glowy blush as well. If you or do what I've just done actually, which is to sort of underpaint with the Petal blush under and then top it completely with this. That's actually a really nice way of wearing it. I love that. Look at that. Obviously you're getting a very glowy finish doing that. But not too glowy, it's definitely a natural glow, not an emphasising texture or lines type of highlighter. Really, really pretty. And the first highlighter from them that I've loved, I think, because I had another one from them, I think one of their clear ones. I liked it, but I didn't love it. I think I love this one. I'm going to go in with the Petal blush now on this side to show you how this sits on top of powder. Just to show you how really easy and versatile this formula is, because look now how quickly this blends over powder. And that's pretty much done. It's a gorgeous shade, isn't it? It really is. Oh, look at that. So pretty. And I'll put a bit more of this highlighter on top as well. And I think what I'll do then is just balance the two cheeks by putting a bit more of the Petal blush on this side. But before I do that, let's just take a closer look. On top of powder, blush and highlight in Petal. And just Petal highlight here on top of powder. So I'm going to take a little bit now of the Petal blush just to even up the sides. I'm just going round with my sponge, which I used to put my foundation on today, to just sort of blend that in and give me slightly softer edges. Yeah, how pretty is that? So now I'm going to take off this lip balm, which it really is a very pretty lip balm. If you see the whole look just with the lip balm, it's lovely, isn't it? Really natural and goes well with this Chantecaille look as well. But anyway, I'll take that off. And now I'll go in with the Petal Suede Matte Lipstick. And I love the creaminess of this formula. Oh, look at that shade. How pretty. I can see this being so popular, this Petal collection. Honestly, it's gorgeous. That is the most perfect spring lipstick I have tried this year, definitely. And you can use the tip of this to sort of line. Oh, that is so pretty. I love it. Oh, I love it. So there we have Petal Suede Matte Lipstick. What a beautiful, beautiful collection. I think I could happily wear this cheek and lip combo all spring. Look at it, it's so perfect. And I love it with this Chantecaille eye look, you know, which is growing on me more and more as I'm looking at it. I really do like it. So I'll put a bit of this lip balm on top, as I said I would, so you can see how they layer. I don't know if you're supposed to do that, but I don't think this Suede Matte lipstick needs it. It's extremely hydrating and creamy, so it's not calling out for it from a hydration point of view. But let's just see how they layer. Definitely introducing a bit more of a rich pink. Well, they layer together beautifully. It doesn't feel too thick actually. It does feel like I've got a lot of hydration on my lips, but it doesn't feel too heavy, and obviously it's given it that glow now, and it's definitely brought more of a rich pink from that light pink shade that we were getting from the lipstick on its own. So very nice, very, very, very nice together. I like them both actually, on its own and together, and this on its own. All three different types of looks I've really liked. So, wow. What do you think of the Petal collection? I think you can see what I think. I think it is absolutely fabulous. Love it. Love, love, love. That will take some beating, that cheek and lip combo for spring. I think it is perfection. Anyway, that is everything I've got to try on for today. So I would love to hear your thoughts on everything I've tried on. Have you picked up anything from the Chantecaille Spring collection? And if so, how are you getting on with them? Are you enjoying them? Did you pick up the ones I did or different shades? I would love to hear. And if not, what do you think of the ones I've tried on today? Do you think they're worth the splurge? Like I said, if you absolutely love it and you want to treat yourself, yes, the packaging, the colours, beautiful, the finish, the ease of application. I think it's a very, very elegant soft spring look. I do think it is very pretty. So if you want something quick to throw on that's going to make you feel quite special, I'd say, then it is something you can get, or maybe treat someone else you know with. So this could be a nice Mother's Day gift actually, I think. Anyway, and as for the Westman Atelier, collection, the Petal collection, absolutely stunning. Like I said, the Westman Atelier lip formula and cheek formula are two of my absolute favourites. So this shade together is just wonderful. I love it. I really do, as you can probably tell. But I'd love to hear your thoughts. What do you think of the Petal collection? Have you tried anything from Westman Atelier? Have you tried any of their other shades? I actually picked up all of their minis at Christmas. They did this trio of minis and I've been using these a lot recently, the cheeks. So I've been getting on very well with these. They're so pretty, all of them. And I've got one of the orange shades. I can't think what it's called now, but it's like a corally peach in one of their large packs when they very first released, and I love that one as well. But the matte, the suede matte formula, the lipstick, I only very recently started to try, and I've now got a few shades in it and I love it. It is one of my favourite matte formulas now, it really is. So it is a splurge as well. It's a very expensive collection, very expensive lipsticks, but if you're really wanting to treat yourself and get yourself a top-notch formula with beautiful packaging, you cannot go wrong with Westman Atelier, in my opinion. I love them. So anyway, I would love to hear your thoughts on everything I've tried on today, and if you have enjoyed this, please do hit the like button, and if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you here, and it's so helpful to my channel when you do that. If you're already subscribed, you're at the end of another one of my reviews, and I'm so happy you're here. I really appreciate you, I honestly do. And I hope to see you all again for my next video. Take care everybody, bye.